Welcome to ranking every anime I have ever watched. Behind me is a wheel filled with every anime I have ever watched, and the goal is to rank them all on my own personal list. Today we have the quintessential quintuplets. The story follows Fudoro, a high schooler who's smart as hell, and during lunch one time, he comes across a girl that almost takes his seat. So what does he do? He decides to call her fat. Anyways, he has to help clear his father's debts, and he hears about a job about tutoring a rich family's daughter. And who does that daughter end up being? The girl he called fat. He tries to make things right, but ends up encountering 4 other girls, and it turns out they're all sisters. If you couldn't tell by the title, they're quintuplets. He has to tutor all of them, but they all fucking hate him. This is a romance anime, so I think you can see where this is going. It's gonna be like some enemies to lovers type of thing, but they all end up falling for him, so he has to pick one. I just want to say real quick, I made a tier list video on TikTok ranking each of the sisters, and to this day, this video is still growing, and it has the worst view to like to comment ratio I have ever had on any video. I'll post a tier list at the end of the video because I'm trying to get through this video and not focus on pissing people off. Anyways, I think for a romance, the story is pretty unique. I can't really think of like any other anime where there are 5 sisters fighting over one guy, except for one, but we're not gonna talk about it. We'll get to it when we get to it. I think what really carries the show is the sisters themselves, because this main character is so fucking boring. We got the oldest one, Ichika, who aspires to be an actor and is also freaky as hell. The second oldest, Nino, who has the most character development out of all of them, going from the one that hates him the most to being the first one to confess. The third oldest, Miku, which the whole community just loves for some reason. I don't see that much of an appeal, alright? Y'all are tweaking. The fourth oldest, Yotsuba, a cheerful and athletic girl, and probably the most fun character to see on screen. She's one of my favorites. And finally, we have the youngest one, Itsuki, who loves food and wants to be a teacher in the future despite how dumb they kind of all are. This show is a pretty fun watch. I like the idea. The main character, he's but we're all here for the sisters, obviously. They're the best part. This is probably the best romance in terms of the whole sister niche, and I think I'm gonna put this in like B tier because it's not the greatest thing I've ever seen, but you know, it could have been a lot worse. Anyways, behind me is the tier list I made. I am not gonna go back on it. Anyways, follow me.